Hi there, I'm Mariette, and I've got good news for you today. We're speaking to the well-known British singer Maria Naylor. Our speakers can learn a lot from singers, especially regarding voice production and breath control. Maria has sold over 2 million albums, and I'm so happy that she could find a space in her busy schedule for us. Hi Maria, welcome to the program.
Hi, hello. Thank you for having me. What a lovely introduction. Thank you so much.
Let's begin with voice production and how we can learn to control our breaths to produce the best voice that we possibly can.
Well, first of all, there's lots of exercises I can show you in order to find your voice. But I think what we have to come back to at the very beginning is breath control. Just if I could say a little bit about the physiology of voice, obviously with our vocal cords together in our larynx, it's the breath that comes up, pushes our vocal cords together, which gives us our vibration. It's our articulators, our teeth, our tongue, our lips, our jaw, our hard palate, our soft palate, all of these wonderful articulators and cavities that we tone through and resonate through. Without them, we're mute. So one of the first things I talk about with people that come with some voice work is obviously where they're breathing from and where their articulators are working. And it's quite nice when you can pinpoint certain articulators and where you put the sound. People understand that and can find lovely resonances in their own voice. So that's where I would put someone at the very beginning, talk about where they're breathing from. We can talk from our fight or flight mode breath in our chest. But like I think a lot of things, it's about getting on the ground and getting grounded. So it's about breathing from our stomach, breathing from our lower diaphragm, guttural breathing, we call it.
Now, Maria, of course, most of us, even the experienced speakers, still have that feeling of tension when we're in front of people. And in order to breathe correctly, we need to relax. So how can you teach us to relax when we breathe?
I think one of the first things that's really interesting when you do voice work is, I do talk about breath, but I think what people want to do is sound first. And I think when we sound, we can correct breath and find the right breath as well. So what I may do is just check where people are breathing from, just little in breaths and out breaths, and trying to get them to come down to their belly. That's really hard for some people because a lot of us are all breathing up here. As soon as you introduce sound, so I would do something called a siren. And a siren has so many wonderful things about this exercise. Firstly, it measures the range of your voice in that moment. Secondly, it's like an inner sound bath. It clears blocks that are inside you. Thirdly, it gives you a spatial awareness of where your voice is in the body. And that's quite important and instrumental when we talk about where we speak from to be heard. So I think one of the first things I would do is obviously just to get someone to breathe slowly, first of all, but not taking too much on the technical side of breath, because people, I do find that when I go into technical breath with people, at the end of it, people go, oh, hang on, I just need to breathe. And I still, so sometimes I think, okay, let's not do that because you're concentrating too much on breath. And it's like riding a bike or driving a car. When you think about it too much, you go wrong. So sometimes when you introduce sound with this siren, which I will give you an example of it so you understand what I'm doing. As soon as you introduce sounding, the breath will enhance that. It was almost like embrace it and it will find its natural flow through the sounding. So shall I give you a little example of a siren?
Please, I'm so eager to hear on earth what that is.
I know. It's really interesting actually, because I'll do it and then I'm going to talk to you what I've done. And this relaxes so much of your face. It puts you in a place of grounding because we're bringing a sound in from the top. It's coming in through our heads. It's going right through our face, right down our chest, right into our tummy, right down by our hips, into our toes, right down the body. So it's like this. And it changes with everything. It changes with every day. It changes. So I could be doing this now. This is what's magic about sounding. I could do this to you now. In half an hour, if I've watched something on the news or something's been said to me that puts me in a place of fear or trauma or anxiety or stress, when we come to do a siren, then you notice the difference. And I think that's why it's quite important, this exercise, to notice when you're doing it in a more calm way to then you do the exercise in a stressed way. You really notice the difference where you're resonating and your blocks. So I am quite relaxed today. So I'll just give you a little bit of an example of how this goes. So first of all, it's just about sitting down and really sitting on the chair, putting your feet on the floor and really being present. Making sure you always have your lips together, because this is an inner sound bath. As soon as your lips are open, your articulators go into full force, but they'll be doing a different exercise, okay? So this is mine today.
Wow.
I don't know what that sounded like. But what that's doing is it shows somebody, first of all, where it is behind the face, where it is. So if I was to go, I know that's my eyes. I know that's my throat. I know that's my belly. The more we do this, you will have a true understanding of where you resonate and your true sound. You're trying to find your signature note. Everybody has their own signature note. Does that make sense?
That sounds fascinating.
It's amazing.
I can sense how much breath control one needs in order to produce that sound. So I suppose it's a personal pitch that you find that works only for you.
No, well, it's yeah, but it will change all the time. Like I say, so in this moment now, I'm probably there. If I'd done a show last night, or I've used my voice a lot, I might be lower than that. So, or also if I've been upset and you get the lump in the throat, you know, when we're upset and when we cry, what happens to the throat is huge. And that's why people sometimes can't speak, or that whole get a lump in my throat. The whole our emotional state attacks the larynx straight away in all humans. And I think that's quite important to know that, because with all our worries and our stresses and our traumas in life, it's the voice that closes first.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. And it's so closely connected to our emotions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when we do a siren, when we're angry or whatever, we can go around the house going, and it puts you in a place of calm straight away. Sorts your breath out. It's so all-encompassing in the body. It will put you in a place of calm. The science behind that tells us it does as well. But it's the feeling. So if we're angry, or if we need to say something and we can't, for whatever reason, do a siren. Because I believe in all of my training and in all of this work, if we are told to shut up, or we have something to say and we can't, that is the biggest form of dis-ease in the body. That will manifest into something quite bad. Our voice is our release. It is so important that we use all these lovely articulators to express. That's what we're here for. We are sound. So I think if someone is told to shut up or shut down or can't be heard or can't speak or say anything, or even if we're angry and we kind of go like that, don't we? Go, we kind of know. Even that's not good for us. In all my training, we were taught, if you want to swear, you swear loud and you swear clearly. Don't swear inwardly, because that will go somewhere in the body and form a holding pattern. So all of my voice work is very much about release, get it out. And obviously the words that we use, because it's really not good if we're using wrong words. Words are spells. So it's all of those colours behind the words we use that have such an impact on the body.
I once heard somebody say, don't eat your anger.
Yes, exactly, because we kind of go like that, and it's so not good. And it was a really funny time in a lot of my teachings when we had one of the sessions was about anger and about the words we use and having to freely use them. If as long as you're not saying it to someone in aggression, because then that's a whole different connotation with the intention of what's behind the word. But if you've just knocked your arm and you want to swear or you want to holler. Also, let me say this as well, which I love. If you knock yourself or hurt yourself, listen to the sound that your body makes for that pain, because that's where you should tone. So for instance, if you knocked your finger and you went ow or ow, it's the ow where you should tone, or the ah, because your body is calling for that sound for release.
That is amazing. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's all part of sound therapy. Yeah, it's amazing. But the body tells you what to do. The body, sounding and voice work is free. You have vocal cords. You don't. You can talk to someone like me who can give you the tools. But once you've got the tools, you've got them for life. It is a life skill. And it's free. You are your own boss with it. It's so easy to give these tools to everybody who has vocal cords. We're not really talking about singing here. We're talking more sort of about the voice and using it in a therapeutic way and using it. The voice is meant for so many different things. It really is.
Yes, but that's what you profess and you absolutely believe in. It's all about the release of the voice.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I also want. My aim is to free the hidden speaker inside and help a person to really blossom and find his or her own voice. But Maria, before I let you go, there's another thing. Often my clients suffer with a stiff jaw, and many of them have issues with the unhinging of the jaw. What would be your advice for us?
Okay, it's funny actually, because a lot of people with jaw problems or locked jaws, you usually find when you go deeper with the client, it may come back to something, unless it's a physical trauma, but sometimes the emotion behind sore jaws is the tension because they're not speaking their truth, we find, or they're being shut down. There's a lot of grinding of the teeth with things like that. I would just say one of the main things to release a jaw is a tuning fork. So if you know about tuning forks, you can get different resonances, different frequencies of tuning forks. But to be fair, I mean, I've got a few tuning forks, and all of them, if you ping it and you just put it on your jaw, it gives you a sound massage and it eases.
Can you grab hold of one?
Yes.
Is it within reach, please?
Yes, they're here. So the thing is, I don't know if you can hear it.
Yes,
very can. Yeah. So we would strike it, holding it by the bar and just putting it in our jaw. It is so nice. Just all around.
Yeah.
And that's got lots of resonance and lots of vibration. So what that's doing is it's going into the muscle just to soften. All of these sound tools that I have are for softening. So I would use tuning forks, but if you don't have tuning forks, one of the beautiful things you can do is a lip bubble. Making sure you don't tense the teeth when you do it, obviously. It's got to be a bubble. If people can't do that, we hold. But you must make sure your teeth aren't clenched. It's about being loose. That's really good for the jaw too.
Yes, I'm going to try that. Wow, that feels good.
Yeah. You can understand, can't you? If you have your teeth together, it's not the same exercise. So making sure that your jaw, your teeth aren't clenched.
Yes.
And you've got, so certain frequencies. So some people might find it better high. Some people might find it better in the mid-range or low. I tell you what isn't very good though for you. One thing not to do is when we do this and we click like that. Yeah, that's not always a good thing to do because that's jarring. So I know some people want to do that when they have an achy jaw. They want to click it. But that's quite aggressive. That's not what we want. We don't want jarring. We want to get some suppleness into it. But these babies are good for everything. Honestly, for the jaw, honestly, for headaches, sinuses, ear problems, any ear, nose and throat, please buy a tuning fork.
You've convinced me, Maria. In fact, I'm going to order it online today.
Good. So I hope I've been clear and given you a little bit of information.
Oh, Maria, you're such a joy to chat to.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for having me. I could talk all day about this.
I can see how passionate you are. We've learned so much from you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That was Maria Naylor. She spoke to us about breathing and how to relax our jaws to speak in our best possible voices. Until next time, goodbye.
Post your questions on LinkedIn to Mariette Richardson or email them to mariette@myvoiceuk.com and include a photo, or ask your question in person in a short video clip. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more tips and say goodbye to performance uncertainty.